Hello there, world of tankers, and welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Droodles Blitz, and in today's video, I'll be playing in the Tier 10 Japanese Tech Tree Medium, the STB-1, a vehicle that was rather substantially nerfed in multiple ways in the latest update of the game. What happened? First of all, its DPM went from around 3,100 with calibrated to 2,900. Not only that, and the biggest nerf out of the bunch, in my opinion, was its on-movement dispersion. The on-movement went from 0.08 to 0.1. That's a 20% nerf to its on-move values. And I have noticed that. I've played about 5 games in the STB so far, and I've been hating the gun, absolutely hating it, because previously the STB could hit shots just like any other medium, turn your turret, snap it, boom, back up. Now, you turn your turret, and your gun blooms to 30% of what it should be, and you miss your shots, and it's really annoying. Now, it's not going to affect the vehicle in frontline positions, but it really affects it when you're shooting at tanks more than 100 meters away. It's really, really agitating, actually, and I had to go double-check if they nerfed its on-move, because I didn't remember if they did. The only buff that they gave the STB was a 3 km/h speed change from 53 to 56. Unfortunately, the STB never reaches its top speed. We can see here, for example, I'm going like 40, and this is just a barely slight hill gradient. Like, the STB is not what I would consider a fast tank. It's pretty average in terms of mobility, so something to keep in mind. But we can see, look at that on move. Like, that's bad. That's bad on movement dispersion values. And the aiming time is quite long, so yeah, really disappointed in at least that value of the STB. Thankfully, it still features really solid hull down capabilities, and those have not changed at all since the nerf. So the tank is still going to be able to basically dominate on a ridgeline with no real effort needing to be expelled. Like this XM here, sure, the XM has DPM, but at the same time, I think Willie will be more than fine fighting his tank. We have plenty of gold pen to cut right through his vehicle, and the XM is kind of panicking, as we can see. Try to pen him, but we don't have the opportunity to. They don't have a 183 though, or anything too dangerous, so we're just going to move up ourselves. We're aiming on the XM. 330 damage. Yeah, I'm not sure why you played that aggressive, bro, to be completely real. We're just going to load a gold shell, guarantee the pen, and back up. We have the Vickers on us, and the U100. We have a lot of death on our vehicle, but because I'm running calibrated shells, and because this vehicle still has very good gold pen, as we can see, I'm able to cut right through the U100 turret with minimal effort. There you go, another easy pen, straight through his turret armor. So we are already up to a pretty good amount of damage this game. E100 shows me his turret. There you go. Another nice pen. You'll also notice that this tank still features very good gold damage. So it's not very hard for me to cut right through the enemy, for example. We get a nice shell into you, and oh, we got the Yag Tiger flanking in the back. Let's aim it on the E100. Oh, really? The one shell I need to average roll, and it does that. That's wild, bruh. That is absolutely wild. Well, unfortunate. Well, he's dead. We're going to push up, and we're going to start getting some shells into the enemy Vickers. What are you going to do, you little goober? Well, I'm going to miss that shot, but it doesn't really matter. Yeah, you bounce me. Alright, and there's one pen into the Vickers light, and then we're going to face hug him a little bit. He's kind of like panicking. He's probably like, I don't know what to do. Well, actually, he could kill me here. But I'm just hoping that the Kron... Yeah, there you go. Okay. I was more worried about the Kron than the Vickers, because obviously the Kron is a very dangerous vehicle. And somehow just hit us. Okay, there we go. Nice. Misses that shot. And I'm pretty sure he's out of shells at this point. We get another nice shell in ourselves. And our Kron misses the shot. Ooh, there you go. We were actually able to cut through the lower half of that Kron's turret just with enough pen. And all that's left now... Oh, come on, E3. Give me some leeway. There you go. Alright, so all that's left is the enemy 268, who we are going to get to the side of. We got one shell into right there. And we reload, put on our adrenaline. We got 1 and 2. Well, let's see. Not bad. Not bad at all. So do you think the STB-1's ruined? No, it's not. That was a fantastic game to showcase just how strong it is. 5,700 damage, an easy win. And you can see how when we're frontlining in the tank, we don't need that accuracy. We didn't even ace it. But that's just because this is obviously an STB and everybody loves playing it. So there you go, 5,740 damage and just a super easy win. So the gold pen was nerfed, but as we notice, the gold pen is still enough to cut through an E100 turret. And that's usually my barometer for if the pen's good or bad. If you cannot pen an E100 turret, then your pen's pretty mediocre. If you can, then you have pretty good pen. As you saw in that game, we had plenty of pen to cut right through that E100, and no struggles whatsoever. And not only that, but while our DPM isn't anything incredible, it was still plenty to deal 5,700 damage. I really don't think there's many other tanks, apart from probably an M48 Patton, that would have allowed me to deal as much damage as I did that game, as confidently as I did. So I think the STB is still a great tank, honestly. I wish they didn't nerf its on move. I think that really, really takes away from some of the fun that I had in the vehicle before. So what are we going to do this game? We are going to maneuver right up to this bush, and we are going to spot the enemy AMX M4. Ooh, and get it a 409 roll. That's a pretty sweet shot there. We have the U100, who is showing me his lower plate, and we get that slam right into his lower plate. Sweet. Oh, and he gets bled even more. Beautiful. Let's see if anybody else tries crossing this. Anybody else? As long as I'm hull down, I shouldn't really need to worry about being penned. And not only that, but now we should be able to move up here. Oh, no, we are spotted. From what? I actually have no clue. I seriously have no clue what spotted me. That's interesting. Well, our team is not doing much in terms of heavy side. We have an M60. That's probably what ended up detecting me. Our mediums need to push. Like, we have a medium advantage. The Sheridan's in a passive spot, but they're not pushing right now, which is a pretty big problem, because I don't want to be the one that has to fight a Sheridan. I really don't. So, we'll see what happens here. Oh, there's the M60. Not allowing him to get that shell into me, though. We did get detected. It just took a while for the game to actually register that I got detected. Alright, well, AMX gets shot. I'm going to shoot him myself. There you go. Pretty easy stuff. And let's move up. Let's see if that AMX is still there. Oh, we got the 100. Okay. Easy shell into the 100 turret. Again, do you notice how I have to take that extra second to wait for my gun to aim in? Where previously I would not have been able to do that. Or not have to do that, should I say. Alright, so what am I going to do? Well, I am going to ignore that player. I'm going to push on the rear of the AMX, getting an easy pen into his tank. This is really putting that AMX in an awkward situation where, well, he doesn't really know what to do, because we're farming him in the rear, and yeah, it's just really awkward for that player. And then we're getting shells into the Jagdpanzer as well. There's one easy shot into his tank. Let's aim it on his, I was going to say let's aim it on his hatch, but he moved before we were able to get a shell out into it. That's fine, though. We have 11 degrees of gun depression. We can just move right over here with our gun depression and aim it on the Jagdpanzer. And there you go. With the premium AP we feature, we can cut right through that Jagd's armor. Not even a single sweat about it. So, okay, that one we actually, I don't know why we penned it before we bounced that one. That makes no sense to me. We have the M60 here, and we're going to load gold. Notice how loading gold, I don't really lose any damage as well. That's because this vehicle has no damage drop-off when firing gold rounds for the most part. That Hori, oh man, oh man, oh man. I don't like this. This is bad. This is bad. I'm going to start backing out of here. Let's see. We bounced the 113, but we've been able to back out, which is obviously what I wanted. That puts me in a pretty good spot here. So what are we going to do? Well, that 113 is... we'll see. I don't know. I don't really want to get caught in any position I can't work. Okay, he's dead. That's nice. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to actually go to that 113, I'm thinking. I feel like I can get behind them here and get some good bleeds out. We'll see. This could be a bad play. We have an E5 and Super Conk, which are full health, doing literally nothing. So I'm hoping that this play works out. But let's get to the side of the AMX. There you go. 327. That's obviously a pretty important bleed. The 113 gets shot, which means I can load a gold shell right into his upper plate. That's pretty good. And we're just going to chill right over here. And... okay, you bounce me. And I'm just going to aim in a gold shell right on your turret cheek. There you go. Bounces from both of them. What does that mean? Well, it means I can overpoke, I can aim it on the AMX, and get the clear. That's pretty good, obviously. And then I'm just going to fight this 113, who obviously has no clue how to deal with my tank due to the gun depression it features and the armor around it. So we're doing pretty good right now. And nope, that one bounces, but doesn't really make too much of a difference. We have our team pulling up now, putting this 113 in a really, really awkward situation. I can't believe our gold didn't pen that. That's kind of annoying. Doesn't matter. We're going to live. And there you go. He's dead. We have the back of the Hori exposed. We got a 330 damage shot. This is a good game. I mean, this is a really good game. We did a lot of damage. We did, what, 5,000? We held. We did everything we needed to. And there you go. That's the STB. I mean, it's a great tank. We honestly bullied our opponents and they couldn't really do much about it. The only tank that we struggled a little bit to pen was that Yag. Everything else was easy. Although that 113 got some lucky bounces on his turret cheek there. But 5,000 damage dealt. We did lose some credits because I had to spam some gold, but at the end of the day, I still think the STB is a fantastic tier 10. I think that if you already have it in your account, it's not a vehicle that should sit and collect dust. I think this is a tank that you can pull out, have some fun. And while I don't love the on-movement dispersion, I am glad that Wargaming nerfed this tank. I think that its capabilities were too strong. And as you can see, it's still a real frickin' rat in the battlefield. I mean, you can get away with aggressive plays, you can use your gun depression, bleed your opponents out. It's just going to take a little bit longer to kill them. But in terms of being an annoying tank on a ridgeline, it still checks all of those boxes. I'm just glad that not as many people are using the tank right now, because I don't want to deal with it. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about the STB in the comments. But I can tell you it's a fantastic tank. I can tell you that it's definitely worth the grind. And yeah, it's a pretty good vehicle. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.